Okay, let's go. Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning them again. Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands. Good luck.
The thing that immediately comes to mind, how fitting coming off the controversial first fight between Coggi and Gonzalez, that Richard Steele would be the third man of the ring. Controversy always seems to follow Steele around. Here's Eder Gonzalez, who employs a counter-puncher style. As you look at the man with hands on hips, the referee Richard Steele. Gonzalez's best weapon, the overhand right. Coggi, a southpaw, describes himself as a puncher with maturity, feels his best weapon is the combination. He says he does not remember anything about that second round of the first fight with Gonzalez, but he did admit Eder's a hard puncher. He's dangerous. I cannot repeat the same mistakes. I got to be more careful. Coggi admitted he was hurt by Gonzalez and will approach him with caution.
Well, right now they seem to be showing each other an awful lot of respect, giving each other a little distance. No one wants to get too close just yet, but I'm sure this will heat up if it's anything like what that first fight was.
And as we see time after time with left-handers, their feet are getting very close together. And these are two thin but rangy guys, and they'll be tangling feet before this is all over. And the word, he didn't remember being hurt, is an understatement. He wasn't hurt, he was unconscious. I mean, he didn't know where he was.
He was being held up by his trainer in the corner.
That was just purely a savagery. See how their legs got tangled up just then?
I heard that the referee for that fight was banned for life.
Yes, we mentioned that. And look at this, holding and hitting. Tremendous action, though.
Look, he's
holding and hitting, isn't he?
He's holding him in the back of the head, and Steele said nothing.
Juan Coggi getting away with murder.
Here we go again, boys.
We haven't even started already. There was a little outrage there.
Another story, the visa problems. Gonzalez coming in from Madrid, Spain, arriving in Las Vegas last night at 9. He was in the air 20 hours or so. He weighed in at 10 p.m.
And had to take a blood test after that. He didn't get in bed till 12:30, he told me. I just went back to see him in the dressing room. He looked like he was sleeping in the dressing room.
For a split second just a minute ago, Gonzalez switched to southpaw, didn't throw any punches, and went right back to being orthodox. This is going to be a wild one, I think.
There was that right hand, the same wild right hand that he threw.
Oh, down goes Coggi.
Coggi's not got his feet under him, Steve. He's looking to his corner for a little advice, but he's not out as badly as he was last time.
No, but he's not ready. He's been rocked. He has been rocked. He's right for a knockout.
He's got 50 seconds to survive round one.
And that was that same looping right hand that got him in trouble before.
Gonzalez looking for justice.
Gonzalez can't do here is what he did in the first fight, and that is punch himself out, trying to get the champion out. And right now it looks like Coggi's got his feet under him a little better. His eyes look clear. This fight's going to last through this round, I think, right now.
Gonzalez, who has to be fatigued, exhausted after that long flight. Madrid 9 hours ahead of Las Vegas, but he says he's in great shape. And obviously, at least psychologically, extremely upset and angry, and he might be just going on sheer adrenaline here.
He's that big right hand, and that's going to be key for this fight.
Well, that went through 7 time zones alone to get there. That's a long right hand. And a butt. And a butt.
Wild first round.
Dame el coso, carajo. Concha su madre. Ya pasó, Juan. ¿Está bien? Estoy bien, hermano. Sí, sí. Bien, Juan. No te quedes tan parado, Juan, cuando está amagando con esa caminada para el lado de la derecha de él. Juan, ¿entendiste?
All right, here's a knockdown, and here's that long right hand that got him in trouble in the first fight. There it is again, right on the button. In the corner, they're saying, don't stand straight up. You're standing straight up. Walk to his right. Walk to his right. And Coggi's saying, I'm all right. I feel all right. He just caught me.
Now we'll see the headbutt right before the end of the round. They kind of just ran into each other, bang, right in the mouth. Not a bad area for either fighter. Top of the head for one, mouth for the other. Not something that should be a factor.
Yeah, except if that goes to the eye, it's Coggi who's going to come out bleeding.
Coggi took 7 bouts in '93, the toughest of the 7 with Colombian-born Gonzalez. Luis Spada, his advisor, says Coggi was lucky. Well, Gonzalez really looking to set the record straight. Right hand, but a grazing blow, and Coggi comes right back. Oh, that one landed nice. nicely by Gonzalez.
You'll wonder what would happen if the man came back with a left hook and threw a combination. It's incredible how he just counts on that one shot.
But again, Coggi is fighting.
And it's incredible how it lands all the time. It seems like such a sloppy punch. You should be able to block it, yet he's getting hit with it. Coggi is getting hit by that right hand.
Coggi knocked down flat on his back. It was a flash knockdown, almost a minute left in the first round. This is round 2, scheduled for 12. The WBA Junior Welterweight Championship.
Their legs tangling up almost in every encounter that they come in.
Fighting a southpaw is always a lot of trouble for Orthodox fighters. We're not used to seeing them too often. They're used to training with Orthodox fighters all the time, so it's not as difficult for them to adjust.
Oh boy, this is really hard fighting. I mean, Gonzalez wants revenge. This guy's throwing bombs to the body, and Coggi's throwing as hard as he can every time he gets in close.
It's a nice body shot right there by Coggi. Gonzalez tried to rip an uppercut in. I believe in the first fight it was the uppercut that started all the problems for him, but nonetheless, it was the right hand.
Coggi, 69 fights in a world champion on and off since 1987. He's 32. He's fought almost exclusively in his home country.
Coggi looks perplexed by the style.
Oh, good right hand by Gonzalez.
You would think that Coggi would probably just try and key that right hand so much more, but he's getting hit with one after another.
There it was again.
Coggi is rocked again.
It's almost as if he doesn't know how to put his glove up.
Good right hand by Gonzalez, pushing Coggi back.
I got news for you. This right hand's going right through a couple of those gloves.
Coggi just looks confused and perplexed. And Gonzalez just keeps pressing the attack.
Coggi's certainly an able champion, somebody who's got a lot of experience, especially in distance fights. He knows he's got a lot of time here to come back, and if Gonzalez doesn't be careful, he may punch himself out because he has so much power in each shot that it will eventually tire him.
Well, he may lose his title for the second time. Combination by Coggi, but not much effect on the challenger.
Plus, we'll have to see the effect of going through all those time zones. As we know, that's a very debilitating thing, and he maybe they've sent him out to do everything he can in the early rounds, knowing he's going to fade in the last round.
Yeah. The longer this fight goes, the advantage grows. Oh, for Coggi, but that's a slip.
No, they got tangled up, and he just kind of shoved them off.
Yeah, their feet are just getting tangled all the time. I mean, it's just a mess here because they're so long-legged, both of them.
Final seconds of round 2. Coggi can only hope that Gonzalez has spent himself physically.
No me bajes tanto las manos, lleva esa manita un poquito más alta. Muy bien, Eder, métele alguna abajo, él ya se preocupa nada más que de meterle de arriba. Tiene que meterle, el crochet de derecha que es el que le entra siempre que se le mete. Pero tienes que tirarle con cojones, con alma.
They're all in agreement that he's got to hold his hand up. They're all saying, hold your hand up, don't get hit by the right hand. Here's the sequence that we see this right hand fighting home. There it is. It's right there. And all night long, the right hand is landing.
Bert, it's no secret. He's going to throw it. He's going to look for that right hand. Boom. He keeps trying to push it out there. That's what he's looking to get home.
Now we'll see a slip that is purely that.
It's actually more of a push.
Yeah, this is look at his legs. See the legs?
Yeah, kind of just pushed him off. A little tangled up, nothing major. Safe on first base.
All right, what the last thing they told Coggi is, don't forget the jab. You're letting this guy come in without jabbing him. So let's see if he picks up the jab and holds up his hands so he doesn't get that right hand come looping forward. Strange punch, but boy, what damage it's done today.
Round 3. Coggi knocked down with almost a minute to go in the first round. Got up quickly, though. Gonzalez, though, having his way, and again another counter right hand. He's looking to key that right hand, and it certainly got the champion's attention.
Oh, anytime he throws it, it's just like there's 3 complete misses. It looked like you could get tired from throwing.
Coggi again holding it, hitting it, and steals that.
There you go. That's the butt that was going to cut his eye, and it's cut.
There it is. A lot of blood over the left eye now of Juan Coggi, the champion.
That was that right hand that he countered with, and it pinched his eye. Sometimes you pinch the eyelid against your bone, boom, it busted open.
Now, he said if one of them is going to get cut, it's going to be Coggi, the way they're butting heads and the way he's getting hit by a right hand.
And Coggi with a real sense of
he got out.
And Gonzalez was hurt with that left uppercut. Staggering, couldn't get his feet under him, and Coggi hesitated for a second. And here again, you got that holding and hitting. Interesting tactic.
And Coggi going in, looking for a finish here. Oh, big left hand, and down goes Gonzalez.
That cut is bad, too. He's got a minute and a half to maybe save his title.
He's got enough time. That's enough time because Gonzalez is on Queer Street. He doesn't really know where he's at. He's getting hit.
He's just winding up now, Coggi, and going for the kill. Right hand that staggered Gonzalez, who's in trouble. Pressed up against the ropes. Down he goes again. And the towel gets thrown in from the Gonzalez corner. Richard Steele, meanwhile, disregarding it and sends Coggi to the neutral corner.
Here's another confusion. You cannot stop the fight with a towel. This isn't Argentina. This can't happen, but the referee is stopping it.
And yes, indeed, it is all over as Richard Steele concurs with the Gonzalez corner, and Coggi retains his title.
You know, you might think that they knew he only had a little bit of time, the rest, the jet lag, and maybe a number of other things that factor in, but they weren't going to even take a chance. I think his corner should have let him try to last the round, because the cut was terrible. If he got himself back together, could be champion.
This isn't Argentina, it's the U.S., and that towel has no significance.
And let me tell you, he came very close to getting disqualified because Coggi's corner came in to dispute the towel. If you come in the ring, you're disqualified. So therefore, another one of those crazy nights with overheated tempers on the part of both corners and not using their head and letting the official take over. Fortunately, Richard Steele took over and did the right thing.
So Juan Coggi with a dramatic sense of urgency after that terrible cut over the eye, able to put Gonzalez away. Round number 3. Strong finish for the champion, who retains his belt. And now goes to 66-2-2 with 40 knockouts.
I don't know about you guys, but I've had my fill of controversy.
Well, it almost, this kid came in here so enraged. He wanted to get his thing and almost did it with that big punch. And then that continuous right hand, Gonzalez, he just looked like he was in the zone where he was going to get his title that they stole from him. And yet, Coggi, being the champion that he is, fought back through adversity. Bobby, that's adversity.
Well, I'll tell you, I see him at 140 pounds. If I'm taking Julio Cesar Chavez against Coggi, Chavez goes through him in a big way.
Juan Coggi, who was put to the canvas with almost a minute remaining in the first round, comes back in the third to put Gonzalez away. Now, was it a headbutt or a punch that caused the cut?
Let's take a look at it in slow motion. Keep your hand on the right hand. That's right on the eye, no question about it. Yep, no question about it.
Right eye pinched his skin right up against the eye bone, and that's what caused it. It was a good right hand. It was the first punch he threw of the round. But like I said, if he could have lasted, that cut was looking very bad.
Yeah, there was no butt there at all. He wasn't anywhere close to being butted. That was a pure right hand punch.
No, it was a right hand.
Let's take a look at that first knockdown, which came because of the sharp exchange underneath. He got in trouble with an uppercut, and then all of a sudden, no, that wasn't the one before that.
There was one before that backed him up, but he followed through with that rising left hand as well. I mean, it was the uppercuts that started all this, and he was not able to clear his head. Could be that he just doesn't have a great chin recuperative powers, or it could be a combination of that jet lag and a terrible time zone.
Here's the second one. By this time, Coggi knows all he's got to do is press. He's fresh. The other guy's completely worn out and not even conscious. He's just standing there. All of this could have been avoided. And
a mark of inexperience. Gonzalez tries to fight back while he's hurt. He should just hold on. Hold on, take a walk, make the referee break him, move, hold on some more. Don't try and fight back out of pride or any other reason, something that took me a long time to learn.
I don't think he was even conscious during all of that time. I think he was out on his feet, and he just couldn't do anything but accept the punches. And Coggi, hey, is an experienced and very good champion.
Well, in an unusual display of sportsmanship, they gave Gonzalez an immediate rematch, but Coggi prevails. Let's get the official time from our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 1 second. In round number 3, the referee in charge, Richard Steele, stops the contest. Winner by way of technical knockout, and still champion, Juan Martín Coggi.